How's everybody doing today? So if you made your way here to the video, I wanted to show you how to repair a water leak that is in the ground. The water line typically from your well to your house, sometimes that will leak and you'll dig it up and you'll see the break in the line. I'm going to show you now how to repair it. So there's multiple different types of pipe. Sometimes you'll run into black roll 3/4 inch, which this is what this is, 3/4 inch black roll. You can also have 1 inch black roll, which is more typical, and then you can also have 1 inch PVC. So let's just get rid of this for the time being. Let's say we have black pipe and you've dug a nice big hole and this is your pipe and that's where it's connected, and you see that there is a split on the bottom of it that's shooting water out. So what you're going to want to do, if the split's right there, you want to go back and dig about 1 foot away from it this way and about 1 foot away from it this way. Have a nice big hole, big enough to more or less bury a watermelon in. I always tell people, if you're going to dig up your water leak, make it the size of a watermelon, because we have to get in there and we have to work it. Now, it's not as easy as just putting a simple inline splice in to wherever it is, because the water line is buried in the ground, so there's no way to actually slide the pipe away and put it back or bend it up or do any of that, because it'll probably break or kink, and once you've done that, once the pipe is kinked, it's no longer has the strength to hold 160 or 200 psi or whatever. So what I'm going to show you here is real simple. So you've dug your water line up and you're looking at it. Let's just say you've cut 1 foot away from one side and 1 foot away from the other, and you have a little bit of your pipe on this side and a little bit of your pipe on this side, and you can see it. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to get a fitting like this, and it's always easier to fix it with PVC because it's just as simple to glue it. So for 1 inch black roll, we're going to use this 1 inch slip barb by 3/4 inch thread. You're going to heat your end of your pipe up. You're going to slip it in there. You're going to do the same on this side. You're going to heat it up and you're going to slip it in there. You're going to take 2 of these clamps. On these clamps, if you can tell, I don't know if my camera will focus, but on the band here, on this clamp, it'll say all stainless steel. If it does not say all SS, see if I can find it. My camera just will not focus in on that. But basically, these are Ideal clamps. And if you see that Ideal, this is the company to use because the clamps never fail. Once you bury them in the ground, if something's not stainless steel, then it will rust, and 10 years later the clamp fails and then the water line starts leaking again. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to take these clamps, you're going to want to slip them over your pipe like so, heat your pipe up, and then slip your fitting in it, and then tighten one clamp down towards the end, and then you're going to have your second clamp and you're going to do it there. So you want to double clamp it. Let me see. Basically, you're going to want to have it sitting something like that. Okay? Now you're going to do the same thing over here to this side. Once you have that all done, we're going to use these, which are 1 inch pieces. The inside are 3/4 inch female, and the outside is just a 1 inch slip. And in order to tighten that on there, most of y'all are going to go to Lowe's and use what they have. So this is what Lowe's is going to have. Now this is called Blue Monster tape. You can use Blue Monster tape if you'd like, or they have thread sealant. You can use Blue Monster thread sealant. So basically, you're just going to take your thread sealant, you're going to put it all over this and all the way around it, and then you're going to want to put some on your finger and go around here and put it on the threads on the inside. And then we're going to take these 2 pieces, we're going to tighten them up, and once you get those tight, once you have these tight, you've tightened this in there and you have your thread sealant on, you tighten this down and you have your clamps. Now this is just for showing you. Now you're going to heat this black pipe up here for about 5 to 10 seconds with a little blowtorch, and then you're going to slip this inside of that pipe. Now that's going to make the black pipe pliable to where when you do tighten the clamp, it kind of wedges all that black pipe down in these grooves to prevent it from leaking. So now, how do we connect these two if we can't move them? Very simple. what we're going to do, we're going to get 4 90s. We're going to get 4 elbows. We're going to take this one, we're going to point it up. We're going to take this one, and we're going to point it up. And then you're going to take a tape measure, and you're going to measure the distance between the outside of this to the outside of that. And what you're going to come up with, let's just, for video's sake, let's move this over. So that's your distance right there, the length of pipe that you need. So we're going to take that and we're going to roll it out of the way. We're going to take another pipe and another 90. We're going to glue that onto there, and we're going to glue that onto there. So we're going to just do this, tap it on, take this one, tap it on, make sure they're both flat. You want them both flat. So now we have our plumbing in the ground, 2 90s up. We have this piece here, and we're going to cut 2 little stubby pipes that are about this long. We're going to glue it into here. Actually, what you can do, you can glue it into this piece and bring it up about an inch or so. Then you can glue it into this piece, bring it up about an inch or so, and then you're going to use your glue, put your glue there, and glue it all together, just like that. So basically your end result will look something similar to that. Very simple. You can either do it that way, you can bring it up. Typically I like to do it like this, that way when I'm gluing and on my water, I'm just pushing straight down. If you're wondering what type of glue to use, I recommend using Rain or Shine medium PVC cement. It's blue. It actually is pretty good. If you get it wet, it actually will still work. So only use this for when you're gluing slip fittings. If you're doing black pipe, it's clamps and heat. And if you're doing threads like these right here, you're going to need either 3 to 4 wraps of Teflon tape, or you're going to need to take this pipe dope here, and you're going to want to coat all of the threads on the male and the female side. So I'll give you a rundown of what one looks like in the middle of it. Okay, so here we are at the water leak. Typically when you're dealing with water leaks, especially with black roll pipe, you're going to have another repair, or you're going to fix it the first time and then you'll end up having another one. So what she did, she found out there's a leak near here, and they've already repaired it once in this area. So we see this side, we have probably 160 psi pipe. We flip it around to this side, and it's a whole lot thinner. So this right here would be 100 psi. So what that tells me is this pipe on this side is a thinner diameter than this side. So there actually might be another repair somewhere out here in the yard.
Well, that's all I was looking at.
Here's the culprit that we're here for. This line here, if you see the separation? So it's separated pretty gnarly. So the leak stopped here, so I went back about 4 or 5 inches and I cut it there. And apparently they have repaired it here in the past.
To go to her church, and David told his son, who was 15 I believe at the time, to go out and start the car so it could warm up, and Russell turned around and locked the doors.
So the repair has been complete. Get some eyeballs on this. If we look here, we've completed the repair. We've got our fitting, we've got our 2 clamps, we've got our elbow, a little pipe here. We're going to come up, we're going to go all the way over, little pipe, elbow, other fitting, 2 clamps, everything's tight. The homeowner right now is going to open up an outdoor yard spigot, like a faucet on the side of the house. That way when she does turn the power off to, or power on to the pump, any of the residual glue that is in the lines from what we used will then blow out of the garden hose, and it won't get trapped in, say, the toilet valve or the shower head or the kitchen sink faucet or anything like that. We want to open up an outdoor faucet. That way we blow any trash, could be dirt, whatever the case may be, in fixing a situation like this. Well, hope y'all watched my video and learned something. If it was informational, if it helped you out, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Not much more else we can do for YouTube but ask for subscribers. So if you found this video helpful and it helps you fix your water line, please hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all for watching. Until next time, have a good one.